his footstool, so his throne is the heavens itself, is space itself. So the Lord is up there really in the third heaven, which is the fourth dimension, all right? But when he comes back, he's going to manifest himself in humanoid form, but a superhumanoid or extraterrestrial, and he's going to let these devils see him, and he's going to let these devils see the angels, and they're going to see and they're going to feel that destruction, because the fulfillment of that is mentioned in the book of 2nd Esdras, the 13th chapter. When Ezra saw it, he said the ship that the Lord was in was so big that it looked like he took engraved out a mountain. That's how big the ship was. So when the Lord comes back, when the Lord and the angels come back, they're coming back to do two things. They're coming back, number one, to deliver the elect of Israel and to tear shit up. All right? And they're going to do it in that order. What we got?
Isaiah 54. Isaiah 54:1. Sing, O barren, thou that didst not hear, thou that didst not bear. Break forth into singing and cry aloud, that thou that didst not travail with child. For more are the children of the desolate than the children of the married wife, saith the Lord. Enlarge the place of thy tent, and let them stretch forth the curtains of thine habitations. Spare not, lengthen thy cords, and strengthen thy stakes. For thou shalt break forth on the right hand and on the left, and thy seed shall inherit the Gentiles, and
thy seed shall inherit the Gentiles. Now, what did it mean by tents? It said in the same order. It said curtains and tents. So we know it's talking about the heavens. Go ahead.
For thou shalt break forth on the right hand and on the left, and thy seed shall inherit the Gentiles, and make the desolate cities to be inhabited. Fear not, for thou shalt not be ashamed, neither be thou confounded, for thou shalt not be put to shame of thy youth, and shalt not remember the reproach of thy widowhood any more. For thy Maker is thine husband, the Lord of hosts is his name, and the Redeemer.
This is not talking about one woman. What name comes to mind is Sarah, but it's referring to the nation of Israel, the whole nation. Go ahead.
For thy Maker is thine husband, the Lord of hosts is his name, and thy Redeemer.
Because it says the blessing that Sarah received and the blessing that Rebekah received from her father, and I believe her uncle. It's in the book of Genesis. It said have a multitude of nations. That was a blessing given to Sarah and Rebekah. So the nations that's going to come out of their womb represent the nation of Israel. Go ahead.
For thy Maker is thy husband, the Lord of hosts is his name, and the Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, the power of the whole earth, shall he be called. For the Lord hath called thee as a woman forsaken and grieved in spirit, and a wife of youth, when thou hast refused, saith the Lord. For a small moment have I forsaken thee, but with great mercies will I gather thee. In a little wrath I hid my face from thee for a moment, but with everlasting kindness will I have mercy on thee. Thus saith the Lord thy Redeemer.
Yeah, and that's plain. Now let where we leave off in Isaiah. Go right to the point.
Isaiah chapter 40, verse 26. Lift up your eyes on high, and behold, who hath created these things, that bringeth out their host by number. He calleth them all by names, by the greatness of his might. For that he is strong in power, not one faileth. Why sayest thou, O Jacob, and speakest, O Israel, my way is hid from the Lord, and my judgment is passed over from my power? Hast thou not known? Hast thou not heard? That the everlasting power, the Lord, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is weary. There is no searching of his understanding. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might he increaseth strength. Even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. And they shall walk and not faint.
So the Most High is going to make us supermen and superwomen, because the Israelite women, they're going to be superwomen too, because when we put that rod on them, they're going to have a superhuman body to take that rod. Right. All right? Because we're going to put it on them in the kingdom of heaven. We're going to put it on a lot of them, because we're going to have more than one woman. All right? All right, now let's go back to where we left off. Or do we have anything? All right, go ahead.
Slakia. Oh, shoot. Second Esdras chapter 16 verse 33. The virgin shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The woman shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine.
Yeah, they're going, and because there's going to be more than one war. You have you're still in Iraq. They're still fighting and killing over there in Iraq. You are down there, and you're getting ready to go into Iran. You got troops down there in Pakistan. You've been down there for over 10 years in Afghanistan. And now Egypt, you're going to have to send troops into Egypt, because they just tore down that wall guarding the Israeli embassy. And the ambassador, he had left last night. And then and same thing in Turkey. They no longer want to deal with Israel. So things are breaking down for you damn crackers, man, for you Edomites. Your society's collapsing right before your eyes, but you can't see it. You can't see it, man. It says in Daniel the 12th chapter that the wicked shall not understand. I run into you Edomites every day, and you are in La La Land, man. Your eyes are not bright, man. And then when you get hit with this thing, it's going to be a surprise unto you. It's going to be a shock, all right?
35th verse. Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord. Behold, the word of the Lord, receive it. Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack.
In other words, there's more people that's going on food stamps now. Now it's called SNAP. It's not even called food stamps. It's called a SNAP. I think it's a supplement national something program, assistance program. So they changed that whole thing. And they said there's more people on this so-called food stamp program ever in history, man, of the so-called food stamp program. And people that have jobs. So things are getting worse and worse. And in 2012, which is September, October, November, December, which is a little bit more than 3 months away, that's when the Most High is going to really turn the heat up on you damn devils, man. And you could be taken out in 2012. Go ahead.
It says, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the...
Right, so there's going to come a time where you see an earthquake over here, and you see the flood over there, and a tornado over there. There's going to be a time where you're going to have earthquakes, floods, tornadoes, terrorist attacks, all kind of things coming at you, tsunamis coming at you all at once, man. You fucking devils are finished. You're done. Go ahead.
Even so...
And let me say this, man. All you dudes that was in Israel, and you women that was in Israel, and you went back out in the world, and you think you're going to come back into Israel through that fucking cookout that's a box set up. I see all y'all. I know all them guys, all them different faces, man. All them guys are old faces that we know personally, man. Yeah, that's right. Where were they for the last, 10 years? 15 years? They did the disappearing act. What's that? Yeah, hiatus, exactly. It took a hiatus. But where's it said in the scriptures you can have a hiatus? You can have a sabbatical. You can't do that. You got it. And then you got this guy Hollywood Nate talking about Nathaniel is back. Well, guess what? This is my response to that. GMS never left. All right, GMS never left. We was always here from day one, July of 2007, up until September the 10th. 4 years later, we haven't stopped, man. That's why the first site that we put up, they took it down the night of the Passover, and there was about 940 some videos up.
And there's evidence.
That's right. That's right. Go ahead.
It's like, if I could say, that's like in boxing, you on fire when you first come in. You know, you win a couple fights, then you stop boxing, and then you get back in it, and then the first fight you try to fight, you try to get the the champ. You try to be the champ. You try to get the belt. You know, it don't work like that. You know, you're gonna get your ass beat, man.
Yeah, you got to start all over again, and maybe you'll never get that glory back again. All right, go ahead.
It says, even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side.
And the world is mourning. They're mourning over there in Greece. They're mourning over there in Italy. They're mourning over there in Portugal. They're mourning over there in Turkey. They're mourning in Mexico. Them drug gangs. They're just straight up. They're not even waiting for the cops to come. They looking to get the cops. What kind of criminals is that? They're not saying there's the cops coming. They're saying where are the motherfucking cops? You know? They're killing everything, like killing governors. Man, they killing all kind of people, man. And you know what they showed you? They showed you in that movie called that Denzel did. That was a remake. Man on Fire, which was the first one. Roger was the guy. The first one they did back in the 90s, Roger played the guy that Denzel is playing. So they did a remake of that, and it was showing you how brutal those Mexican kidnappers are. So they gave you a taste of it, man. And they wanted this guy. They wanted Denzel, and he said, okay, look, you're going to give yourself up for the girl? All right, we'll give the girl up. And what did they do? They took him out of the car, and they offed his ass. Right. You know, they took him out. Go ahead.
It says, oh, my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle. And
yeah, now for all you guys like Patak, the two assholes down there in Florida that we kicked out, we're not going to sit down and have a damn discussion with you, man. We ain't going to set up no fucking Skype or there's another one called go-to meeting. We ain't going to sit there and have a council. We already made the judgment, man. Now it's the time of making quick decisions, man. We ain't going to sit down and say, okay, now we're going to have a council. If we can see in the spirit that you're not right, and then you know what? Say that we made a wrong judgment. Well, guess what? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai judge between me and thee. Now let me see you niggas go out there. Let me see how long you're going to be out there making videos on a consistent basis. Because Patak ain't doing it. Go ahead.
Read it over. It says,
and Sarge, he's out there on fire, but that fire is going, now he don't even wear garments. That's showing you that he was willful. Now I never wanted to wear them goddamn garments any damn way. You know? Yeah, he's that battery's getting ready to go down, and you ain't gonna see the guy no more. All right?
Even his boy said, we can't be out here every Saturday or every week. We got a life, we got a job, we got families to take care of.
Whoa, wait a minute. Give me Matthews. With Peter. Was that 27:19 or 19:27?
Okay. 19 and 27.
Go ahead.
Matthew 19 and 27.
This is the answer to we can't come out here every Saturday. We got jobs, we got this, we got our children. Well, this is what Peter said. Go ahead.
Matthew 19 and 27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, behold, we have forsaken all and followed.
I don't get no time to spend with my wife, my children, my this. I don't get no time to do. You know, my father wants me to come out there and help him. Yep. You know, we need breaks. Go ahead. This is what the Lord said.
And followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And Yahweh said unto them, verily I say unto you, that you which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, you also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And every one that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life.
Yeah, because you're going to get them families back. You're going to get all your